100 Civics Questions Random Ordered 2x 2008 Version Civics Test. Part 5 to 61-75, US Citizenship.
Anne and Mark are sitting in the living room, continuing their study routine. The flashcards from the previous sessions are piled neatly, and Anne is shuffling through tonight's cards.
Mark, we're moving closer to the finish line. You've done great so far with 60 questions. Tonight, we're tackling questions 61 to 75. Are you ready for another round?
Absolutely. These sessions are really building my confidence.
That's what I like to hear. Let's get started. Question 61. Who does a U.S. Senator represent? A. Only the people in their district. B. All people of the state. C. Only the voters who elected them.
I'll go with B. All people of the state.
Correct. Each U.S. Senator represents every resident of their state, regardless of whether they voted for them or not. This ensures fair representation at the national level. Question 62. Before he was president, Eisenhower was a general in what war? A. World War II. B. World War I. C. The Korean War.
I'll go with A. World War II.
Correct. Dwight D. Eisenhower was a five-star general who led Allied forces in Europe during World War II. His leadership in the D-Day invasion was pivotal in defeating Nazi Germany. Question 63. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? A. It freed the slaves. B. It gave women the right to vote. C. It ended the Civil War.
I'll go with A. It freed the slaves.
Exactly. Issued by Abraham Lincoln in 1863, the Emancipation Proclamation declared freedom for enslaved people in Confederate states. It was a major step toward ending slavery in the U.S. Question 64. What do we call the first 10 amendments of the Constitution? A. The Articles of Confederation. B. The Bill of Rights. C. The Declaration of Independence.
I'll go with B. The Bill of Rights.
Correct. The Bill of Rights, ratified in 1791, guarantees fundamental freedoms like speech, religion, and the right to a fair trial. It protects individual liberties from government overreach. Question 65. When must all men register for the Selective Service? A. At age 16. B. At age 18. C. At age 21.
I'll go with B. At age 18.
That's right. All men in the U.S. must register with the Selective Service at 18. While the draft hasn't been used since 1973, registration ensures the government can quickly assemble a military force if needed. Question 66. What does the President's Cabinet do? A. Makes laws. B. Advises the President. C. Votes on bills.
I'll go with B. Advises the President.
Correct. The Cabinet is made up of the heads of executive departments, like the Secretary of State and the Attorney General. They help the President make decisions and implement policies. Question 67. What did Martin Luther King Jr. do? A. He fought for civil rights. B. He became the first African American senator. C. He wrote the Emancipation Proclamation.
I'll go with A. He fought for civil rights.
Exactly. Martin Luther King Jr. was a leader of the civil rights movement. He used nonviolent protests to fight racial segregation and injustice, inspiring millions with his "I Have a Dream" speech. Question 68. What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment? A. Speech. B. Education. C. Voting.
I'll go with A. Speech.
Correct. The First Amendment protects freedom of speech, allowing individuals to express their opinions without fear of government censorship or punishment. Question 69. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? A. Louisiana. B. Alaska. C. Texas.
I'll go with A. Louisiana.
That's right. The Louisiana Purchase, finalized in 1803, doubled the size of the U.S. and opened up vast territories for exploration and settlement. It's one of the largest land acquisitions in U.S. history. Question 70. What are two rights of everyone living in the United States? A. Freedom of speech and freedom of religion. B. The right to vote and freedom of education. C. Freedom of travel and freedom to work.
I'll go with A. Freedom of speech and freedom of religion.
Correct. These rights are protected by the Constitution and apply to everyone living in the U.S., regardless of citizenship status. They're fundamental to a democratic society. Question 71. What is the capital of the United States? A. New York City. B. Washington, D.C. C. Philadelphia.
I'll go with B. Washington, D.C.
Exactly. Washington, D.C. has been the capital since 1800. It's home to the federal government, including the White House, Congress, and the Supreme Court. Question 72. When is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms? A. January 31st Street. B. April 15th. C. October 15th.
I'll go with B. April 15th.
Correct. April 15th is the standard deadline for filing federal taxes, though extensions are sometimes granted. Filing taxes is a legal responsibility for everyone earning income in the U.S. Question 73. What is one responsibility that is only for United States citizens? A. To pay taxes. B. To vote in a federal election. C. To serve on a jury.
I'll go with B. To vote in a federal election.
That's right. Only U.S. citizens have the right to vote in federal elections, like choosing the president or members of Congress. Voting is both a right and a responsibility of citizenship. Question 74. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. A. World War I. B. The Civil War. C. The Korean War.
I'll go with B. The Civil War.
Correct. The Civil War, 1861 to 1865, was a defining conflict that determined the future of slavery and preserved the Union. It remains one of the most significant events in U.S. history. Question 75. How many amendments does the Constitution have? A. 10, B. 27, C. 15.
I'll go with B. 27.
Correct. The Constitution has been amended 27 times since it was written in 1787. These amendments address a variety of issues, from civil rights to voting rights. Fantastic work, Mark. You're now 3/4 of the way through all 100 questions.
Thanks, Anne. This feels like a huge milestone. Let's finish strong with the last set tomorrow.
You bet. Rest up. We've got 25 more to go.